We're talking about putting together body paragraphs. I think you can do two today. Ultimately, we're going to write three, and I'm giving you today and tomorrow to do those. So we should be, well, today and tomorrow to do three body paragraphs and our conclusion. I'll talk about the conclusion tomorrow. So determine, I would do two body paragraphs today. But for our purposes, I just want to show you a few things. So I am going to go into this source specifically. I'm making this whole paragraph about this one source. So you'll notice I've asked you for four sources. We're only going to use three. That's okay. No big deal. I would rather over-research than under-research. And this actually is a good reason for why I want to over-research. One of my problems with this YouTube video is it doesn't call out for measurements of the ingredients that he uses. And so I have to look that up somewhere else. So I did talk about that. The big thing that I imagine we're going to have trouble with is in-text citations. So let's go ahead and remember that I have used this website from Purdue OWL to help me determine how do I put these specific citations into my paper. So I do want to do a couple things. I want to copy the in-text citation, and I'm going to go back to my paper. I'm sorry. I keep doing in-text citation. I mean to copy citation. So I'm going to go ahead and copy my citation. I'm going to go to my paper, and one thing I recommend is that you make a works cited page really almost first. And then when we make that works cited page, we could just pop in this this proper citation. Now I noticed a couple things. One is I do know who he is. It does not give me a hanging indent, which is really important. That's what a hanging indent looks like. I just hit tab and enter to do that hanging indent. And now a couple things that are really helpful. So when I use this, I'm telling everyone in the world, this paper uses this resource, right? But I also have to be specific about where I used it. So I needed to incorporate that in the paragraph. You'll notice that I make mention that I'm watching his video. But then when I get to the YouTube video, I need to be specific. This is the source that I used. And so look at where I'm taking that from. I'm just taking it from the first piece of information before the first period. That's all I'm doing. Again, the OWL is really nice because I can just hover over this for a second. I can get my in-text citation. And again, I had to change this, but this is what it tells me my in-text citation is. So I just get to copy that and paste that into my paper. So again, the reason that looks different, I had to fix it. So in-text citation is really, really easy, but really important, right? This tells me the exact video that I used. I'm condensing the information in my paper, right? We don't want this whole big honking thing messing up my paper. And now I know when I go to, or your reader goes down to your sources, that was the source, right? And then your other sources that we do are just going to be in alphabetical order. So right now I'm only using one source. I've only cited one source, so I should only have one source cited down here. I like putting in the entire source information so that when I'm writing, I can easily pop in my in-text citation because I have that information again right here. There's nothing to the construction of this paragraph. I am simply explaining how I have used this source, how it has helped me understand something. So you get like, this is something that I got away from it. I liked his approach. I liked his simple instructions. I liked that he showed me the movements. Did not like that he didn't give me all of the ingredient measurements. And so I'm going to need to follow that up. And I'm a good writer, so I'm going to follow this up with a paragraph about finding this specific recipe. Which again is more research for me because it's not the original research that I did, but that's okay. That's kind of the purpose of doing this. So hopefully that helps a little bit as we're doing some body paragraph construction.